Hello everyone, welcome you all to today's topic, that is my dear article. So here we are going to read that what is article and the guidelines to write an article and what is the format for it. So my dear student, it's a humble request, you can open your grammar book, class 6, page number 246. So in this page, you can see at the beginning, there is a definition of article, what exactly this article is. Now look at your book, the definition, the first line, that is, an article is a formal piece of composition on a topic. What is this composition? Composition means to write on a particular topic few paragraphs. That is called composition on a topic. The topic is often of general interest, such as it can be of a price rise, that means rise in a product, or it can be about corruption, or it can be about air pollution. Anything it can be. It's just an example, it is given here, right? In exam as well, if you get such kind of topic or write an article on a given topic, then whatever topic it will be there, you need to write few paragraphs on that particular topic. Okay, so that is called article. That means composition on a particular topic. Okay, now let us see the guidelines that what are to be considered in mind while writing a article. Now you can see the format, or the we can say the guidelines. Just above the format there are few guidelines you can see in your book. First it is written, think about the topic. My dear student, have you ever did such kind of mistake that when a topic is given, without thinking you simply write? No, that is not the process. Whenever you are getting a topic, just keep quiet for a while, think about the topic, that what shall I write, right? And the second thing you need to do is make an outline of an article with different ideas. For example, when we come across a topic, we simply think lot of things, lot of idea comes in our mind, right? So in order to frame it in a correct way, just write it down. Maybe some idea will come at the end, maybe some idea will rise in the middle of while thinking. So it's better write all the ideas and then think yourself that what should be written at the first, what should be written at the middle, and what can be the conclusion. In this way, you can exactly write in a proper sequence and unity each line and compose a paragraph on that particular topic. Now, the third point is introduce the topic briefly. When you are writing something about a particular topic, do we come directly to the conclusion? No. We first introduce the topic, that what is the topic all about, and then we start the topic, right? Now, the fourth point is develop each point into a paragraph. That means whatever comes to your mind, frame few sentences and make a paragraph of it. Don't simply write in whatever way you like. So, first of all, develop each point and elaborate it. It doesn't mean that elaborating something that means just writing nuisance thing. No, you should be always relevant according to the topic. It should have unity in it. You cannot write here and there, or you cannot write anything rubbish. Okay, it should be to the point. And the last one is use simple and grammatically correct language. My dear student, whenever we are writing something in language, especially, the grammatical error should not be there. It should be properly written. So, before writing and after writing, just cross check it whether you have written everything in a correct order or not. So, that is called grammatically correct language. Now we will move on to the format. You can see this box in your book, that first you need to write the title or the heading. It should be eye catching. That means it should be interesting, right? It should be unique in itself. It cannot be anything you want to write as a topic. The title should be eye catching. That means it should be attractive. And the second one is introduction. The second one is introduction. Introduction means you need to first introduce. For example, when a teacher enters inside your class, a new teacher, right? Do he or she just simply introduce the topic or introduce herself or himself? Similarly, whenever we write something, we need to explain the topic first, then draw the attention of the reader. We should write in such a way that from the beginning sentence itself, the reader should be attracted towards our topic and put a keen interest to read that particular topic. It should be impressive, right? So that we can attract the attention of the reader. Now, exposition. Exposition means spell out various aspects of the topic. You should write the merits, or you can say advantages, disadvantages, causes, effects, and we should frame that particular paragraph as composition. And the last one is conclusion. As in every writing, we come to a conclusion. So, in conclusion, what to write? You have to give a suggestion. For example, if it is all about air pollution, then you should give a suggestion to how to check it, how to prevent air pollution, right? And we can give a hope or a warning to it. So, this is all about the format, how to write an article. So it's my humble request to all, please write the definition first, give the heading in your copy, write the guidelines, and write this format, how to write what? An article. Now let us see one example in your book about this article. You can see here a heading is given, that is computer and its uses. So this is the main topic. Isn't it eye-catching? And you can read the first line as well. It's written, a computer is an electronic device. It analyzes and stores data, and it has a hard disk. Whatever input is given to it, it is stored by it on the hard disk. So in this way, you need to begin. So first you see the introduction is there. What? A computer is an electronic device. See, according to the format, everything is in a sequence order. First, the title, it should be eye-catching. Second, the introduction. Introduction where? A computer is an electronic device. It analyzes and stores data. It has a hard disk. Whatever input is given to it, it is stored by it on the hard disk. Don't you think it's an introduction for the computer and its uses? Right. And then comes the exposition part, and at the end we can see the conclusion. I'll take you to that page as well. Just go on reading that particular article. Now you can see in the next page the last paragraph. You can see here, computers are used by the police force to detect crime and to arrest criminal. Again, this is advantages of this particular computer, right? Computerized portraits of the criminals are shown on the television, and this results in their arrest. The records of criminal, thieves, terrorists, and robbers are kept in computer for reference. It will not be wrong to say that computer has what? So have revolutionized the whole printing industry, photography, cinematography, music industry, and medical surgery. My dear student, in this way you need to conclude the article. So it's my humble request, if you still face any problem, please ping me up or call me. Till then, have a nice day and thank you all.